What is going on, everyone? It is Foul Play here. We are back for match number 2 of this modern league. We won the die roll, which is always a good start, and we're going to be on the play versing Joetru. I think this hand is a keep, but we don't have any first strike to enable our attacks. Maybe it's a bit iffy. We're like doubled up on creatures and ley lines, so like resources are a little bit There's definitely situations where this hand would be good, but there's going to be situations where it's bad. On the balance, I think it is worth a keep. Like, obviously, if we hit land into like ethereal armor, that'd be pretty good, right? So let's just go ahead and play this one, pass it to our opponent. Also, if we're versing burn, that's also going to be extremely good. Or storm. Prismatic Vista, or is this a Bant Snow deck, maybe? A normal forest into Utopia Sprawl, white. So Heliod combo, so we're basically fucked here. Alright, well that's good to know. We do have the Damping Sphere in the sideboard as tech for Heliod combo, so I guess we'll see how good that is here. Could be like a devoted devastation deck, but obviously Heliod combo is the much more likely culprit. Second Utopia Sprawl, so they're land screwed. I mean, if we hit mana, maybe. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, 4 colors. So is it a Saheeli combo deck or a Bring to Light deck, maybe? We play out both the Arbor and the Hyena Umbra here. Attack on in. There's potential for them to like Supreme Verdict or something. Omnath. Omnath isn't the worst. Do they hit their land drop? It's their turn 3, remember? They haven't necessarily played a land this turn. Or they haven't played a land this turn. They might have one in hand, they might not. I'd say if they don't have one in hand, we're in a reasonable spot. And if they do, we're probably just going to be a little bit slow. Alright, well there's Temple Garden. They gain 4 life. Sure. Alright, let's go ahead and attack. So we're gaining twice as much as we're getting dealt. Although if they go double land, so fetch land and shock it, and then play a third land, they deal 4 damage to us. The second land will add 4 mana. Looks like there are 5 colors, right? So I'd say it's a Niv to Light deck. Big question is, what else has our opponent got for us? Alright, well, they've clearly got some action this turn because they're Verdant Catacombs and Cracked Verdant Catacombs. They get to float mana. So I'm expecting Niv Mizzet or Bring to Light. And for some reason, they're adding 5 mana without black. Alright, has he got double Supreme Verdict? So they can still add red here, Bring to Light for 4. Black. Actually, I guess that would be Bring to Light for 5. Holy shit, Kaya's Guile as well. Yes, technically we've got the Bogle in hand. We get Rancors back. We're not quite dead, but we're like so close to dead. Leyline of Sanctity is so garbage against Kaya's Guile. It's just such a waste of time. Why are we versing so many Kaya's Guiles deck this league? Like, we can't beat that card. That card is stupid. That card should have never been printed with that wording. It's absolutely ridiculous. If it targeted, sure, fine. I don't give a fuck. The fact it doesn't target, though, is just absurd. And they get to choose 2 without entwining or anything. So, like, always they're just getting value. Alright, well, go ahead, throw this one down. Attack for 2. Opponent all the way up to 17. I mean, all that work we've done with our attacks early game doesn't matter. They've gained that much life. I think they've gained like 12 life this game. So cycle another Triome. Okay. Like, these decks don't do anything the first couple of turns, but from turn, like, 3 mana onwards, they just get so much value. And because Utopia Sprawl ramps them, they can have value from turn 2. They're pretty strong decks, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not sure, like... I think I'd have a better shot against this Omnath variant than what I would against a variant that perhaps goes harder on the Niv Mizzets. My opponent's taking a long time during their turns. I would expect to just to have lost this game by this point, but so far that's not the case. Alright, what's in store for us now? Alright, looks like Bring to Light. I don't know if we're going to beat a Bring to Light here. Bring to Light on Kaya's Guile will beat us. He's gone for Niv Mizzet this time. Okay. Puts Abrupt Decay into hand. All they hit was Abrupt Decay, really? That can't be right. Can't they get Niv Mizzet? Isn't that a color combination? Alright, well, I guess we play around Abrupt Decay plus Supreme Verdict, so we go double Totem Armor here. We can't attack into our opponent's 6/6. Why is it being funny on me? And then if we actually hit our second land drop next turn, we can go Ethereal Armor plus Rancor and we can get a good attack finally. I thought that our opponent could get Niv Mizzet off of... for each color pair, choose a card that's exactly those colors. Okay, so I guess they can't get Niv Mizzet. They can, however, get Bring to Light and get a second Niv Mizzet that way. What happens with the rest of them on the bottom of your library in a random order? Sure, I will block that Spirit Token. Yep. I will allow our opponent to throw away that Spirit Token. We do need to play around this Abrupt Decay, though. Post Abrupt Decay, we have like not very much. Let's just extend this, and if we attack, we actually lose a Totem Armor for free. So we do need to put the brakes on for another turn at the very least. Just because we have that information about the Abrupt Decay, right? Opponent cycling some Triome lands here. Fucking third Kaya's Guile of the match. Whatever. Cool. Well, yeah, we're not beating that kind of value. This is just a joke. It's probably time to just switch like to stubborn denials. Just run Bant splashing for like 3 to 4 stubborn denials and a couple of staggering insights. If like this is the shit we're gonna verse every match, like it's definitely a consideration to have, right? Okay, well, with what our opponent's deck is doing, we're gonna want these suppression fields. Suppression field is pretty good here. I don't know why it's sort of freaking out on me a little bit. Gadok Teague is also pretty good. Not amazing, but pretty good. I think at like a Path to Exile battle, we've already lost the game. If we go like this and maybe remove the Spirit Link, we probably have a pretty good match. So we'll just submit that one and get into it. A reminder as well, guys, if you haven't done so already and do enjoy the content and want to support the channel, just leave a follow down below, subscription, whatever you call it on YouTube. And yeah, help grow the channel that way. It's definitely appreciated on my end. Alright, so I'll probably just like jam the turn 2 suppression field here. The likelihood of my opponent having a Triome in hand and just doing turn 1 Triome and then being like land screwed is reasonably high. Alright, so Blood Crypt, no effects. I'd say we like probably were in that game for longer than what we should have been because our opponent did break very hard off the Niv Mizzet. So now we're going to go off the weight of suppression field being strong here. And then we'll look to commit a Gadok Teague to the battlefield and all that good stuff. There's potential for our opponent to have Drain in the lock here. Either way, Gadok Teague just sort of resolves. I think we want to resolve the suppression field at this point. I mean, it doesn't play around the Kaya's Guile, but if we get Teague down after Kaya's Guile, we should be in an okay spot. As long as they don't rip the second or third one again. Opponent concedes. He can't beat double suppression field. Suppression field, OP. Go team. Alright, well, that worked out quite nicely for us. Alright, so suppression field probably comes out here and we probably bring in the Force of Vigors instead and just look to disrupt our opponent's tempo. Suppression field, like, very good there, but probably isn't going to be that much of a standout in game 3 here. Alright, this hand looks decent. Alright, well, we're going to keep this one. Triple Creature is actually good against what our opponent is doing. I guess we'll see if they've got the turn 1 Thoughtseize this time. Usually they go like a 2 or 3 mana effect for that. Alright, looks like the Utopia Sprawl is coming down. For red. That Lurrus is already annoying me. Alright, so turn 1 creature, pass the turn. Steam Vents. Alright. Anger of the Gods, sure. So here is like definitely fine going for Gadok Teague. They have 4 mana up from next turn. And like we're bad against Kaya's Guile either way. We've got duplicate Teagues as well. And they've got the legendary creature ruling. So yeah, just makes like way more sense to go for this one. Omnath, sure, whatever, man. You have your Omnath. It is all yours. Here we probably want to look to protect the core spirit dancer. It's going to be our biggest creature. We can get it out of the way of an anger of the gods. We draw a pretty bad land there, but just go ahead and pass the turn. So I guess games 2, we are like a little bit fortunate to draw the second effect. Opponent gets 10 cards here, so he gets 1 Abrupt Decay. Oh, gross. He gets fucking Kaya's Guile now. And I don't think he can get Renin 6, so he puts Renin 6 to Fairy, Kaya's Guile, Abrupt Decay into hand. Yeah. That's still like extremely good value there. So right now he's got Abrupt Decay, but he doesn't have black mana up. It's definitely worth running out the Coronet in this spot. We actually brick, which is pretty fucking awful. Renin 6 is a duplicate. We'll just attack our opponent. I actually should have left that fetch land up so that I could fetch a Dryad Arbor and play around the Kaya's Guile, keep the Gadok Tig. Now he can Teferi bounce and then Kaya's Guile my other creature away. And like I'm super behind on Aura Resource because I've drawn Teague into double land. Actually, Teague into triple land, was it? Jesus. Yeah, I definitely misplayed that though. I was just looking to combo off some auras like on autopilot a little bit there. I think if I played tighter in that spot, we get the Gadok Teague, we keep at least one of our creatures, and we're in an okay spot now. At this point, I think we go too far behind. We can lure us and get a creature back, but like that's not amazing, right? We also have to be like a little bit concerned about our opponent in a few turns getting Emblem for Renin 6, which is pretty strong, obviously. Hopefully my opponent goes for the instant speed Kayas. I'd really appreciate that. Wow. You're gonna plus? You're gonna bounce and hold up Kaya's Guile? Interesting. I think that's a bad point to use Abrupt Decay. I personally don't agree with that one. Not entirely sure what the right play was there. I think it was either Lurrus, Return Core Spirit Dancer, or it was Gadok Teague with Griffspoon there. I don't think you want to Gadok Teague and Lurrus because you're shutting yourself off of a card and you're exposing Lurrus to being in an extremely vulnerable state. Alright, so opponent obviously ripped another Abrupt Decay, so that's unfortunate. We're definitely getting punished for how we played our fourth turn, I think it was. Taking a huge amount of damage here as well. Alright, let's fetch our Dryad Arbor. That'll put us to 1. I'm sort of surprised he didn't shoot me with, as he just got the Colligan's command. Sort of surprised he didn't shoot me with the Ren Insects. Teferi plus. So we got like bring to light into Colligan's command. One thing's for certain, the clocker, there's a large disparity in this clock. I don't think my opponent's played this game like particularly badly, but I think he's definitely taken an extremely long time to do whatever the hell he's doing. What are we drawing next? Hey, we're actually drawing something. So I think game 3 we actually had a shot, but we misplayed it. So we do need to tighten that one up a little bit and just hold up the Dryad Arbor, obviously. We still... Because he sequenced his Abrupt Decay like that, I don't think it would have mattered. Because he Abrupt Decayed and then bounced the Gadoktig, right? It's a pretty bad matchup, but obviously there's no excuse for not playing tight in that spot. But yeah, that's going to be it for today's video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, as always, let me know down below. Outside of that, have a great day. I'll see you next time. Cheers.